Back on Get Down to Business, the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. And I'm thrilled to be joined by my returning guest, Esther Kapetansky of Coldwell Banker. Esther, thank you so much for joining us on the program. You may have heard that there was a little bit of an election this past week with some pretty shocking results. Esther, thanks for joining us to discuss it.
Thank you, Shalom, for having me.
Absolutely. So, Esther, I know you are one of the top real estate realtors in the on the North Shore, and surely you've been talking with many of your clients about the consequences of the election. And curious what people are saying and what you expect over the coming months ahead from the president-elect that will affect the market. And what are people saying?
Well, the day after the election, we all kind of convened in our offices, and we weren't sure what to expect, whether we were going to be inundated with phone calls of people wanting to sell their houses because people wanted to leave America and move to Canada or overseas. So we were prepared to have, a tremendous turnout of people calling us to list their home. But I guess that didn't happen. Just the way, we have to take this and say, you know what, we're here. We're going to work with this new president. We're going to take what he dishes out, and we're going to go with it. I think the real estate market, I think is going to do okay. I think because he's a real estate magnate himself, I think that, real estate is going to hold true and hold fast. And I think that if you're in the market to purchase a home in the near future, you should do so, because I do believe the interest rates will go up. That is the speculation for this new government, is that the rates will be increased. We're still historically very, very low. So even if they move up a bit, we're still in good shape. And President-elect Trump, as a candidate, frequently criticized the Fed for not increasing rates. In fact, he accused the Fed chair, Janet Yellen, of actually being in cahoots with the Clinton campaign to basically ensure that the economy would stay a certain way to benefit the Clinton campaign. Whether that's true or not, you're probably right that likely interest rates will go up, although it is at historically low rates right now. So likely we won't see anything dramatic. But I want to take a little bit of a different approach over here. As you mentioned, Trump is a real estate magnate, and he's focused a lot of his conversation about different things that he'll do to help the economy. He is a businessman, first president-elect with absolutely no government experience at all. All of his experience has been in business. What do you think the impact on the business community of Chicago will be? And in effect, we're talking about real estate over here. When business does well in a municipality, often it results in people coming and changes in the real estate market. What do you anticipate? Well, I think if he creates jobs and people feel secure with their jobs and their incomes, and they can actually earn a higher income than the year before, I think we're going to see those people who have been on the fence and not willing to move out of their homes to, let's say, a larger home. The move out, the move up, we haven't seen in a while. People have been just status quo, and the inventory is down because of that fact. So I think that if the business increases and people feel good about business and jobs are being created, I think we will see a growth in the real estate. That people will feel more secure, and there'll be more people in the market looking for homes.
Fascinating. Fascinating perspective. Once again, we're chatting with Esther Kapetansky of Coldwell Banker, and thrilled to have your perspective on our program. And of course, we'll make sure that our listeners have the opportunity to get in touch with you, both to continue the discussion as well as talk about their own real estate needs. But Esther, it's November 13th. I think all of our listeners deserve a break from the election. And in fact, many people before the election were planning on listing their home. It's starting to get chilly outside, which is a sign that winter and the holidays are coming. What do we usually see in the fall and winter season, and when are most people starting to list their homes?
Well, the benefit of the fact that the weather here in Chicago has been incredible. I think that people should take advantage of listing their properties now. We don't know what next month will bring. We know the holidays are coming. The general rule of thumb is if you are in the market to put your house listed with the broker, you probably want to wait till after the new year, after the holidays, because the turnout for the most buyers out there will be after, obviously, the holidays, and generally after Super Bowl Sunday. So if you are in the market to list your home, you should definitely be thinking about that now and getting it ready and, finding tips to improve your home in order to put it on the market for sale. And as far as buyers, buyers are out there. Buyers can get some really great deals right now. I've just sold a number of houses in the area, and in the area that I work, and they've gotten them for really, really good prices. I think because there is no inventory, and then when there is a buyer that's interested in your property, the end of the season, and they're ready to move it. So get out there now if you are a buyer. Take advantage of the great weather out there. Go looking for some deals that can be found. I think in the springtime, the price.
We may have lost Esther over here. Esther, are you still with us?
I'm still with you.
Okay, fantastic. So, Esther, a question that I get quite a bit is regarding actually buyers that are starting to contemplate perhaps a move, and as you indicated before, likely not a move despite many of the threats that were made to move out of the country, to move across the border to the north, but actually people moving for business reasons, for professional reasons. Is there a certain sort of checklist or thought process that you recommend that our listeners should consider either as they contemplate selling their home? Is there things that you mentioned, tips to start getting their home ready? And alternatively, on the buying side, how do you figure out what you should be looking for? And I guess that's why you should be talking to somebody like an Esther Kapetansky, a broker that can probably advise in the process. But what sort of tidbits can you offer to our listeners?
Well, I think that when you're ready to go list your house, you've obviously been doing some homework on the internet, and you're looking at different agencies and different realtors that you want to possibly go with. I think that the educated consumer, I think that they come with a lot of knowledge today because they're not just starting from square one. They really have some knowledge and some information that they've gathered. So when they finally meet me, they kind of know what they're looking for. I'm here really to guide them through the whole process. But the same with selling and buying. I think that people they're educated. The consumer is educated in real estate today. So I think what they do is when they finally meet me, I go over to the house and I take a look at their property, and I can give them tips to enhance the saleability of it. And people ask, do I want to redo a room? Do I want to redo a kitchen or a bathroom? Do I have to put new carpeting, hardwood floors? So all these little things that they're not sure about. That's where we come into play as the real estate agent, and helping with what needs to be done and what can not be done in order to put the house on the market. That's
great. Once again, we're chatting with Esther Kapetansky, one of our top realtors, real estate brokers in the North Shore and beyond. Appreciate your perspective about the recent election. And certainly we are looking forward to hopefully good things for the market. Hopefully we'll see positive growth, despite likely, as you mentioned, interest rates going up. This is a good time to start talking with Esther and talking to other realtors. Esther, how can people get a hold of you if they want to talk about buying or selling on the market right now?
Absolutely. They can. I'm at the Caldwell Banker Residential Brokerage in Evanston. I have an email of esther.kapetansky@cbexchange.com, or my phone number, my cell phone number, I'm always reachable, is 847-778-5345. So all those possibilities, of reaching me are there.
Fantastic. Well, we appreciate your perspective once again. Esther Kapetansky at Coldwell Banker, thank you for sharing your insights and advice. As always, on Get Down to Business, we'll be sure to check back in with you again real soon.
Thank you, Shalom.
Absolutely. Well, coming up, we're actually going to continue the discussion a little bit about the real estate market. Actually, it's fascinating to note that statistics indicate that homeowners stay with their employers far longer than renters, and we'll be chatting with Justin Lopatin of Pearl Mortgage coming up after the break. But remember, Get Down to Business is powered by our good friends at Tandem HR, your solution center. You can find them online at tandemhr.com. Tandemhr.com, your source for many resources on bringing on a PEO, a professional employer organization that can help you with so many hiring decisions. They provide a free consultation to any Chicagoland employer. So give them a call, 630-928-0510, 630-928-0510, or check out their website, which is a wealth of information, tandemhr.com. As always, get on my website, shalomklein.com, where you can download podcasts, past episodes of this program. Get a sneak peek of who's going to be on next week on the show, all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. We're powered by Tandem HR, and we'll be right back.